This is Biblical Tarot, and I'm back with another video. Today's tarot card of the day, and the date is Tuesday, January 26th, and today's card is
Today's card.
Today's card is the Eight of Wands, and that is the Lord of Swiftness, which is Mercury and Sagittarius. So this is a very interesting card to me. I have a couple of things I'd like to do. First, I'd like to go over the meaning, and then after that, I'd like to go into what I see in the card when I scry it, you know, um, or look at it, or look into it, and pick out the symbolisms that my psyche picks up. Okay, so this is the Eight of Wands. It's Mercury and Sagittarius, and Mercury is concerned with getting down to the nitty-gritty, and Sagittarius likes looking at life through a broader lens because Sagittarius always has his sights set on the future. Mercury's presence in this sign supports visions of tomorrow. The trick is to use meticulous Mercury's knack for filling in all the details so the picture you're selling is one that actually develops. Exuberant Sagittarius adds a touch of excitement wherever he goes, which means Mercury and Sagittarius can be time of enthusiastic words, confident messages, and passionate debates. The key to this transit is to drop your prejudices but not your reason. In the desire to find the answers to life's biggest questions, it's imperative that we appreciate different points of view. Let me go back here. I'm sorry. And we must all remember to think before we speak while Mercury is in Sagittarius. This card. That's because things could come flying out of our mouths without checking to see if they're true or before considering others' feelings. We need to triple check our words during this transit so we don't end up coming across as fools or saying things we don't really mean. Sagittarius is represented by the archer, the explorer, which means our possibilities are endless while Mercury is traveling here. We're encouraged to broaden our minds and horizons now, making this a great time to start thinking about taking a trip somewhere, going back to school, or starting a new job. Now, I read that from an article about Mercury and Sagittarius, so you'd understand the overall meaning of Mercury and Sagittarius, okay? So Mercury is very quick, very thinking like, and then we have Sagittarius, which is the archer, the explorer, which means possibilities, very spiritual. I find Sagittarius to be. So we have these wands, and they're like 8 blazing, fiery wands. They're like spiritual velocity, no haste. It's like a acceleration. These 8 wands are flying through the air. Okay. And what else? So the card is transmuting spirit and energy. It's transmuting spirit and energy. And it's flowing from the primal universal force, the descent of power, fast thinking and communication, being swept off your feet, falling in love, like the arrows of love. These wands are burning bright. They're the arrows of love. So, yes, that's like whatever's going on today, it's going to be going on. That's for sure. Whatever is the energy, it's still going to be going on because those arrows are going straight on. So we do know that. Now I'm going to get into what I see in the card when I look at this card. And I've always seen a crocodile to me. Like it just, if you look at the landscape in this card, let's see if I can bring it up. Okay, here we go. If you look at the landscape in this card, you see the green, you see the river going through, and to me I think that's like a symbolism for like the Nile River, you know? The Nile. How rich and fertile the Nile is, right? Okay. So we have that river, fertile, very fertile. This is very fertile. But we have crocodiles there too, you know. This is a crocodile. If you look at it, to me, it looks like a crocodile. The river is the mouth of the crocodile. You know how the crocodile opens up his mouth. Bop, bop, bop. And that, I don't know what that is, if that's a house or a castle on the hill, but that's, to me, in my psyche, what I bring out is that that is the eye of the crocodile. Okay, that's the eye of that crocodile. And you know, to me, the symbolism kind of goes because crocodiles, they're so aggressive and quick too, like, you know, with their prey. I mean, just that quick, just like those arrows in the sky, you know. uh like when they grab their prey and they start turning. I don't know what that's called, but boy, that's scary. I was looking at pictures like that. I'm like, oh Lord, no, I don't even need to look at that. But yes, the arrows of love. Um, Here, let's. So we got Sobek is a crocodile deity, because I see the crocodile and I'm like, oh, let's look at Sobek, the crocodile deity. And he's Egyptian, and he is associated with the Nile, the crocodile, or the West African crocodile, and is represented either in his form as a human with a crocodile head. Sobek was also associated with pharaonic power, fertility, and military prowess. You know, those arrows in the sky, those burning wands. But served additionally as a protective deity, okay, and evoked particularly for protection against the dangers presented by the Nile. Like I told you, I see that river as the Nile, and that green is the crocodile. Oh, sorry. But we're going to go back. Interesting, I think, for me. Do you see this guy here, the Sobek guy? And do you see anything interesting about the Sobek guy? I do. Like, his headdress reminds me of... I'll show you what it reminds me of. I'm going to have to take it back, though, guys. I have to take this back. I'm going to show you what it reminds me of. Sorry if I'm taking long. Look at his hat. It so reminds me. And then look at the two pentacles. Give me the creeps sometimes, because I think of them as crocodile eyes, and it makes me think of the Sobek drink, of the crocodile drink, because they have a drink. I don't know if it's tea or not. It's some kind of a drink, but it's called Sobek, and it's the crocodile deity, which is definitely... Look at his crocodile shoes, though. It makes me laugh, crocodile shoes. But it always reminded me of Sobek, crocodile. But yeah, his headdress. I always wondered about that headdress on Two of Pentacles. Like, where did that headdress come from? Why did they make it so tall and long? And when I saw Sobek, I'm thinking, oh yeah, there we go. I think. So, but that's just in my psyche and my interpretation. It makes me think of a crocodile, and then it takes me back to Sobek. And we have those, the meaning of him being, associated with fertility and there we go, military prowess. So that's interesting. I mean, you can read it for yourself. There's some things, you know, I don't want to talk about that's written in there. You could read it yourself if you want there. But there was something else I think that was interesting about Sobek, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, I think it was the name. The origin of his name, Sobek, in Egyptian, is debated among scholars, but many believe that it is derived from a causative of the verb to impregnate. So that's interesting too, you know, with those 8 arrows of love. But I'm gonna go back. Let's go back. I was taking you guys on a journey there. we gotta go back to the today's card, right?
Today's card.
Which, like I said, reminds me of the alligator and the Sobek. And to me, also, it reminds me of the Two of Pentacles. But we're not on the Two of Pentacles today. We're on the Eight of Wands. So hopefully, maybe, I don't know, there's going to be some burning desire going on. I don't know whether it's going to be the love burning desire. Maybe it could be spiritual. Maybe it could be a burning desire to do something that you really wanted to do. Or maybe, you know, things are just going to be going in the same direction that they've been going in. And hopefully it's fiery, whatever it is. So I know mine's is fiery. I got fiery. Fiery Eight of Wands just going through the sky because they're going to go somewhere and they're going to make it today. That's for sure. Make it through today. All right. So I guess I'm going to go. I just wanted to do another tarot card of the day and make sure that I did it and I'm on time. Because it helps me out to go back and watch them and see, like, you know, what happened and how my day went. And then I can, like, I guess psychoanalyze myself. I'm going to go. I love you. Hopefully you have a good day because we have 8 fiery wands and they're going to go straight. So whatever it is, it's going to be burning bright. I love you. Bye.